La bendición de Zambi siempre acompaña arriba, abajo, los dos lados. Siempre de los 4 puntos cardinales, ¿verdad? Que siempre sobre eres de conocimiento. And that this message, no interfere, no outer blockage. Let this message be delivered on point to whoever who it needs to be delivered. You see, in my channel, we talk about things that most people don't like to talk about. Others they don't like to hear about. Others will block because we're living in the in that world of darkness, in that world of shadow, where like when you bring out a good message, when you bring out light, when you enlighten people, and the sisters all of a sudden they catch wings and they start flying. You know what I'm saying? Like, huge shout out to all the people all across the globe, US, Africa, Asia, everywhere. You know, all the way up from the North Pole to the South Pole, and left to right, right to left, right? Today we got that tea. Man, vanilla chai with caramel and a little bit of extra vanilla, because we love that vanilla. We love that sweet, sweet, sweet. You got the tea, I got the sweet. You already know, mommy. Huge shout out to all the people in New York, Staten Island, Queens, Yonkers, Manhattan, Bronx. You already know. Boogie down, baby. Mad love, man. Mad love, mad fucking love. Keep it real. Today we're dressed in yellow. Representation of Ochun. Representation of sunflowers. Representation of pineapples. Which, talking about pineapples, pineapple with sugar, brown sugar. Remember, we don't chase, we attract. Never the fake, never the phony, never the copycat. Always keeping it real, keeping it 100% true. If you like it, don't forget to share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and smash that like button. Support, remember, blessings, that's how they work. I bless you, you bless me. We all bless each other. We elevate onto that one state of consciousness. One love. You already know. Bob Marley in the house. Right? Also, the candle, pineapple sunrise tea. We don't chase, we attract. And just to let you know, man, I'm not trying to copy your content at all. At all. I'm answering questions. There's the difference. I just heard that downloaded right in my head. What's the difference? The difference is that I'm not trying to be lucrative over your content, not at all. I got my own standards. I won't lower them for anybody. I'm not even. I'm shouting you out of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get happy when I see that you're on your grind, you're on your hustle, you're stacking your bricks up. You know what I'm saying? Brick City. You see, I get happy when people make it out the hood. I'm happy when I see somebody who went through the struggle and now is climbing that ladder, taking those steps up. Hey, because you know what? Maybe your blessing was first. I won't get mad because I know my blessing awaits. What's the difference between astral projecting and having dreams. That's the topic today. That's the main topic. That's the main focus. Sunflowers. All talking about sunflowers. Boom, boom, boom. You already know. Feeling that vibe. Feeling them good, good, good. We gotta stay fresh. We gotta stay clean. We gotta stay all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yo, Fat Joe. Another goody, another baddie, you know what I'm saying? What can I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be mad. Of course not. So I got love, you know what I'm saying? I got love for my peeps all around the world. Even if I know you, even if I don't. It's all good. If we ever met each other, it's gonna be dope. Right, mommy? I'm sure we're gonna get along. Me too. Cause it is what it is. And it's fated. It's fated to happen. So the last thing we lose is that faith. That faith always has to remain strong, always depositing that 2 cent, that 1 cent, those 3 cents into that one jar. Maybe not, maybe now we see it halfway full. What's the difference between seeing a cup halfway full and halfway empty? But eventually, you know what? That cup is going to get filled up. That jar is going to get filled up with faith. Yeah, of course. And like I always say, I don't get no content from YouTube, none of that. Directly from source to my heart, delivery goes out to you, the collective. I love it when you call me Big Pop. You see, astral projecting is actually it's dreaming. It's like when you go to sleep and you dream, but in a full, aware, conscious mind. These piñas are so good though, like, sweet, sweet, sweet. You already know the sweet, because we astral projected in that conscious state of mind. You see, when we are on the astral plane, past, present, future, is used in many ways. We can tap into people's energies. People from the past, people from the present, people from the future. For example, sometimes I astral plane, and in order to heal myself from past trauma, I have to go back into that place. I have to go back into that person. And even though I don't tell them personally, face to face, in the astral realm, I'm leaving that trauma behind. That's another door that I'm closing. When I manifest, which is future tense, when I manifest, if I want to attract, I'm going to tap into that future, the future that I want, whether it's in a professional way, whether it's in a romantic way, whether it's in my own personal life type of way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna, because I have to. Because that third eye has to be on point, right? In order for me to deliver the message on point, that delivery has to be straight. Like when Papa John say, Papa John, I don't get paid for this shit. Unpaid advertisement. It's whatever. But you know what? I know I'm gonna get paid for my content at some point. Cause that faith never gets lost. So you see, when you go future tense, you manifest. The life that you want. I needed to throw in more honey, I guess, on that, but it's all good. You manifest when you want to connect with somebody. You see, for instance, I'm manifesting, which is the law of attraction, so to speak, it in a more scientific way, whatever. So by me tapping into your energy in a future tense, not only am I manifesting the life that I want, the money that I want coming in. Money, 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 money. You know who I'm talking to? You're resonating with me. Once again, never the fake, never the copycat. Replying to your messages. Because I'm loving when we Astral playing. It's like John Wick. If anybody has seen the movie John Wick, that's what they do. It's like actually he connects. Even though the people are entering through that little door and he becomes that person, he's actually astral projecting. He's tapping into that person's energy and seeing himself from the point of view that they see him. If it makes sense. Hombre, bendice siempre, danos aires de conocimiento. Y no dejes que estas piñitas se acaben. Because they're so sweet, they're so good. Especially combined with my vanilla tea. You see, most of the time, I'm always tapped in to my feminine energy. My feminine energy. That doesn't mean, and like I always say, I got mad love for everybody across the globe. I don't care your gender. I don't care your preference. I don't care your orientation. I don't care your background. I don't care. I don't care, bro. To each his own, because we either keep it at 100 or we keep it at 0. I got mad friends from the LGBTQT community, or however it goes. People are gonna say, "Oh, you know, look at him. He this, he that." That's what I am in your head. So let it be. I know who I am in my reality. I know what I like. I know what I attract. I love females with a passion. Never homo, even though I have friends. Always straight. Always straight. No discrimination at all. Don't get me wrong, because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. I don't want the whole world to think, oh, you look at him. Nah, I'm not separating anybody from anybody. Mad love, mad love, because the love comes from my Father. My Father is the truth. He created us with love. That's why we're handsome. That's why we're pretty. Me, you, and the whole globe, because remember, every imperfection that you see in that mirror is what makes you perfect. It's what makes you unique. That's your DNA trait. Why would you be unhappy with yourself and what God gave you? Be happy for it. Because once you accept yourself, your whole world changes from the inside out. You start seeing the world different. The world starts perceiving you different. Because remember, how you project yourself to the world, that's how the world is gonna see you back. Go out there looking like a bum. Don't cry when the world actually treats you like a bum. It's what you're attracting. It's what you're manifesting, right? You see, when you astral project, you can also astral project in your dreams, and you can also astral project or astral plane on your conscious mind while you're still awake. We've been having dreams about each other. We've been astral projecting each other. That's the difference. That's the difference. I know what the world has in stock in stock for me. I know the merchandise that is about to arrive. I know the ships that are coming in. I know the blessings that are coming in because I stand strong on that faith. My father, Sambi. I'm not trying to attract flies. I'm trying to attract phoenixes, hawks, eagles. That's you, mommy. You know, birds are one of the most wonderful and beautiful creations that God ever made. Those feathers, how they spread their wings and fly, how they're free at the soul, you know, fly above the storm. Then I see you, and I see you've made it past above the storm. I'm still making my way up, but nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I'm finding my way up there. Of course I am. Attracting is actually living your life from the point of view as if you already caught the blessing. If you wait for the blessing to arrive, to start living that life, guess what? You're not ready for that. So the universe is gonna hold it back. Like, no. Start manifesting first. Start attracting first. Feel confident enough that you're gonna catch that blessing and you're gonna hold on tight to it, so that when you receive it, boom, you know how to use it. You know how to handle it. You know how to flip it. You know how to actually collaborate with the blessing. You know how to use your blessing wisely. Not just give it to anybody. Or are you just gonna give the blessing to anybody like that? Nah. Blessings are sacred, you know what I'm saying? Like, blessings are not just to be given like that. Only a chosen few. Selected few. So by being in the astral realm, you're actually tuning in, sinking in with your other half, which is past, present, or future. You see, I uploaded a video that goes back into the it goes back. I'm talking to somebody in specific in that one. But in order for that energy to detach from me, because I've been detached from that energy, I had to tap in to their conscious state of mind or subconscious state of mind, see what they're about, so that when it reflects back, I'm already shielded against it. But how do a spiritual awakening happens? It happens by me being myself is going to get you that spiritual awakening. It's not that I'm going to go to you and be like, hey, spirit inside of you, wake up. 6:30 in the morning, ring, 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 ring. Time to go to work. But for some people in the past, in the astral realm, I have to tap into their energy, make them wake up by their subconscious mind, so that they realize that what they're living right now is actually part of a seed that they planted in the past, whether it was for good, whether it was for bad, whether it was karmic, whether it was soulmate, whether it was twin flame, whether they did not want to have balance in the relationship. And now that's what happens, because remember, people come into your life, they're either a blessing, they're either a lesson. Are you going to learn, or are you going to stay stagnant? But I feel when that energy taps in, and it's like, 'cause I have no hate. I can see that person, and I'm not like, I'm drooling. Nah. I can read them. They think they got me. When I tap into your energy, I'm gonna let you know what's going on, what's up. They're gonna see that video and be like, But you know what? I've been letting that go. But you have to let it go too. Because that's the past. You can't live in the past. You gotta live your present. Your eternal present. Yes, you could be manifesting your future. You can be leaving your past behind. But always staying in your present. Because once you go into that back, into that what stood behind, you're gonna become Sarah from the Bible. Stone. The angels are here. When you go in solitude mode, when you go in the present, when you go into that solitude mode, and you astral project, it's actually like laying down and looking at yourself from the point of view of your higher self. What do you still need to look at? What do you still need to fix? What wrongs you gotta make for? What do you have to accept yourself? What are your strengths? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? The strengths, still work them up. But the weaknesses, also work them up. Don't leave them just there and work on your strengths. Just like a boxer. A boxer, what does he do? If he loses a fight, he's going to look back and replay that video, because he wants to know, where was he not guarding himself enough? What happened? What did he do wrong? Where did it go wrong? He's living his moment, but he's seeing himself from a past tense. Like, yo, I should have done this. I should have done that. But if he wouldn't have lost that fight, he wouldn't have been able to actually see what his weaknesses are, his weak points. Makes sense? Let that sink in. Now, in order to have a better outcome, if there's a second match, a rematch, He has to work at his strength, at his weaknesses, and his strengths, he gotta strengthen them more. Bam, 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 bam. But also studying his op. In order to make rights with their past. Because remember, when you forgive somebody, that forgiveness is not for them. That forgiveness is for your own healing, for healing your soul, healing your inner child. But in order to move forward in the present moment, you have to go deep into yourself so that when that other opportunity comes in or that other rematch comes in, you already know what you have to give. You see, from your mistakes, from those negative experiences, you're supposed to learn. Learn is transmuting energy. Instead of saying, damn, I could have done this, okay, that's what I need to work on, then I'm going to work on it. So when the next opportunity comes in, you already got it. Boom. You want to win that belt? You want to win that bout? Work for that belt. Work for that title. Feel me? Now, tapping into your future, it's not only manifesting, but also attracting. What do you want? How do you see yourself in a year from now? How do you see yourself in 5 years from now? No competition, because you don't got to look at other people's stats in order to try to become them. Nah, you're you. Your only competition should be yourself. Every moment that passes by is another opportunity, is another chance to turn it all around, to flip the script and make it work in your favor. Like that wounded warrior with swords on his back. Do you think he left them there? Nah, he took them out and became a stronger ninja with the same swords that you stabbed me with. Now I'm gonna use them to shield myself against you. Because this is not about taking revenge. Because when you take revenge on people, you're backtracking yourself. You are dropping down to their level. You don't want to drop down to people's level. You want people to actually lift themselves up by, whoa, I thought I was going to hurt them by doing this, but it only made them stronger. Killing them with kindness. Like, I ain't got to drop down to your level, B. But I'm going to regret what you did at your level, though. Hombre, siempre bendice esta conexión. Bendice este mensaje. Yo sé que le está llegando a esa nena. Yo, chum, me mandé a Mamachola, con licencia de Mamachola, ¿verdad? Para que ella se manifieste aquí en esta conversación, me dé conocimiento para poder hablar. So I could talk what needs to come out. You see, yellow and brown Brown is the darker tone of yellow. Same. Or it could be the lightest tone of brown, which becomes yellow. From brown stems yellow. So leaving that toxicity behind, which is brown, which is dirt, which is actually, I mean, brown doesn't necessarily have to be dirt, but putting him in the 3D plane, right? Coming from the ground, coming from the dirt, blooms that beautiful sunflower. From the middle of the sunflower, which is brown, stems the little leaves, which are yellow. Mama Chola asking me for something right now. You see, I'm astral projecting. I'm getting in tune with my higher deity. Nah, I'm gonna leave it like this. What does Mama Chola or Ochum, right? There's a difference between Palo, which is Palo Monte, Congo, and Yoruba religion. Yoruba is more deities, like Elewa, Ochun, Yemaya. In Palo, they're Siete Rayos, Mama Chola, Mama de Agua, which is Yemaya, Centella, which is Oya. Three different people, one real God, one real essence, one real love. It's like the 12 disciples. Get it? Feel me? Feel me? Ba 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 ba. Yo lips. Yo lips. You know what? I was listening to that song. On point though. Just like yours. Somebody out there got that lips, got them lips, yo. Driving me crazy every time I see her. So, Ochum is the goddess of the sweet water, the rivers, like the Niagara Falls, like los manantiales, water that is always running on a stream, water that comes from the mountains, the water that comes from the springs, shall I say, the springs. Ochum also represents fertility. A mother gives birth to a child because she's fertile. She's fertile. Life gives birth to upcoming opportunities. You know, so when you plant on fertile grounds, you get good reaps. You get good fruits, good trees, good whatever. When people plant by a river, whether it's a tree, whether it's a fruit tree, whether Their little huertitos, you know, with the little banana trees and the little plantain trees. They're most likely to live longer lifespan than if you were to plant them out in the regular like soil, whatever, you know, like where there's no water around it, where you gotta water it yourself. Um, it stems from the ground. It stems from it stems from a place of mother love, mother nature. How can you drink your how can you drink your tea? You need sweet water. You can't have salty water on your shit. Not salty, always sweet. Not always perfect, but always accepting my wrongs. When I introspect myself, when I look at myself from a higher point of view, I'm like, damn, I know I messed up. Damn, I know that I should have done this better, should have done that better. But I'm not gonna stay on that sorrow stage. I ask for forgiveness humbly. I humble myself. My bad if I offended you in any type of way. My bad if I made you feel wrong any type of way. Because I want to hold that crown. You know what I'm saying? I want to hold that crown. I want to be the leaf to the sunflower. Because if you love me not. Love me not. Love me not. When you're finished with that, all you're going to have is that middle, that brown part. Is it the same? No. But if you look at it with beauty and you're like, I'm not even going to rip one leaf. I'm going to admire the beauty coming from it. Bro, it's going to bloom even more beautiful. That yellow is going to get brighter. That brown is going to get brighter. That stem is going to grow thicker, more solid, because you're showing love. Nature is love. Love lives within us. And the love comes from my Father, the Creator, which created us with love. People will always be jealous of your anointings. Especially those, it doesn't really matter. It's only a few chosen selected ones who actually keep it real. And I know you're one of them. I see how you vibrate. You see, when we astral project versus dreaming, what you're saying in your messages is hitting me different. Because I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. But within the mystery lies the essence. You know, that essence of, yo, you know, like, no one has approached me in this way, you know, like, because people tend to be like really direct. Oh, you, or instead of attracting, they're chasing. Oh my God, I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty. Let me get to your energy. But for you though, cheers on life. Cheers on what's about to come. Cheers on that manifestation. Dopamine is what releases from your brain and makes your body feel in a certain way, in a certain mood, just like euphoria. But euphoria is caused, I want to say, I'm not really sure, but I want to say euphoria usually comes from an external source that makes that euphoria, which is dopamine being released into your body by artificial or external sources. Now, when it's released from your body itself, when your body produces enough, that's when it releases into your body. And it flows naturally, just like the river, just like the stream. And that's how people connect and attract each other, right? People get that sudden rush in other things, which is called pleasures. Now, when you find it within yourself, you are the pleasure on yourself. You're like, yo, I feel so good about myself. Yo, I woke up this morning and I'm like, I put on my cremitas. I use my creativity. I throw on that cologne that I know you like. I know you feeling that cologne. I know which cologne you're talking about. And I'm not being arrogant. I'm not being cocky. I'm sure of myself. I'm secure of myself. That's why I talk the way I talk. And some people might come off as like, oh, look at him. He think he all that. It's not that I think. It's that I know I'm all that. You know why? Because the battles that I've had to battle in life, they haven't been easy. Not at all. Life has hit me so low. But am I going to stay on that sorrow stage? Nah, I'm going to transmute. I'm going to learn from that pain and turn it into love. Turn it into a weapon that I can use to protect myself, not to go out hurting people. Hurt people, hurt people. But I've had to use those past experiences to now shield myself. That's why that's why it might seem like I'm arrogant or stuck up. But I know my worth. I know my value. I know my standards. I'm not gonna lower them for anybody. And even if I'm in a relationship, you know what? Self-love. I'm not gonna stop being myself. I'm not gonna stop loving myself to pour out into a connection that at the end of the day, I might be regretting 43:03 on the clock. So I gotta love myself enough so that when I find that other half, that beauty comes from within. The attracting part of it comes from within. I know you have a beautiful soul, mommy. You're beautiful on the inside and you're beautiful on the outside. Just like I tell my kids every day. To my son, to my daughter, my son, which I love them both equally. I don't love one more than the other. But they both, even though they're two, they hold the same in my heart. They all have my whole heart, both of them. I don't have more love for one. I don't choose one over the other one. I text one, I text the other one. I call one. When I'm done calling that one, I call the other one. There has to be a balance in order to find that peace. See, when people live life in harmony with themselves, they're at peace with the world. Other people's actions, that's them. There's nothing I could do about them. You want to call me crazy because of the tea that I spill? Go ahead, call me crazy. Why is that going to affect me? Then let it be. That's your point of view. I can't change your truth. I can't change your point of view. But I can do something about mine. And that's when people get intimidated. That's when people get like, oh my God, who do you think he is? Those are the envy, the jealous, the haters. But then there's also good people that I reflect themselves, whether in a good or in a bad way. And that's not only me, that's the whole world. There's people that might be like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna be good enough for that person. Why are you not looking at yourself from an optimistic point of view? Oh, you see, damn, she looked like good people. She looks smart. She sounds smart. But I also know I'm smart. I don't have to prove nothing to the world. By me proving it to myself, that makes me elevate to a point where I know I'm gonna meet you halfway. And it's gonna be dope as fuck. Trust me, because we're gonna vibe in a way that even the stars are gonna wanna fall in love. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. Just like that. Hell yeah. Hey DJ, bring that back. Bring that back. Past life connections. That's another part of astral projection, in the astral realm. Going back to your past life and knowing who you were, knowing where you come from. Your bloodline is tight. DMX. I love hip hop. Love hip hop. But in order to make that change, if hip hop used to be like it used to be before, just like love, if love was now the way it used to be before, trust me, I'd still be rocking with it. I came to bring the pain hardcore to the brain. Let's go inside like astral plane. Meth. What's that shit you niggas smoking? Take out. But sometimes in order to move forward, you gotta leave that past behind. In order to grow and become the better version of yourself, you gotta shed that skin and leave it behind. When a reptile sheds his skin, he doesn't go he doesn't go back and, hey, where's my piece of skin at? I need it. Now they keep on their way. Whatever stood in the past stood in the past. Ain't no going back and looking for that shit. Hell no. But in order to shed the skin, you gotta be there in that moment. Recognize that you need to shed that skin, even though it's a natural process, right, in the 3D, but also on the spiritual, also emotionally, also mentally. There's things that we have control over, and there's things that we don't have control over. Shedding our skin. But when we shed our skin, which is every 7 years, holy number, don't you think that's another blessing, another door that God is opening for you? I believe. That's the next door that my father Sambi is opening for me. I'm waiting to sign that contract. Of course I am. I'm waiting to be on that whip. Ooh. Cruising down the city. Of course. But it's not out of cockiness. It's not out of I want to be that flashy person. I deserve it though. I deserve it. the shit that I talk about, once again, I don't go to Google. Most of the shit that I talk about, personal experiences. Experiences that have made me grow into who I am right now. I don't regret. Do I regret anything? No, I don't. I don't regret any situation, any experience, any person that I came across with. Most of the motherfuckers that came into my life to teach me a lesson, whether male or female, right? Friends, you know, past relationships, baby moms, have made me the person who I am right now. And I learned from those past experiences. But do I bring them with me in this journey? No. Now they're going to open up their own eyes at the same time and be like, damn, I remember that one conversation that really sparked something up and made me want to change something for myself. That self-growth. Kundalini awakening. And if you don't grow, if you don't grow from that point of view of, oh, yeah, that was a lesson. What was the lesson that I learned? Okay. So I'm going to apply it in my life and I'm going to use it from this point on so I won't make the same mistake. That's when the blessings and the shifts come in. On the meantime, if you stay stagnant, nope, I'm hard-headed. Nope, I didn't learn nothing. I know more than them. Nah. Okay. Expect not from me, from source, however you call them, the universe, the cosmos, God, Jesus, Allah, Ra, somebody. It's up to you. It's up to me. To each his own. I don't judge. I don't go criticizing people. That's not my place in life. You know, as a master barber, there's something that awakened in me. Every time I cut somebody's hair, I do a fresh fade. They came in looking all bummy, came out looking all fresh, and you can see how their self-esteem rises when that haircut is done. When they're thrown back in that chair, when I'm putting the mascarilla on, when I'm doing their beard, and that shit coming out sharp, putting that hot towel service, opening up their pores. By the time they're done, 45 minutes later, an hour later, into that chair, yeah, I'm going to charge my money because that's my service. If you're good at something, don't do it for free. I seen that on Facebook and it hit me. But what really sparked inside of me, the fact that with the blessing that I have, whether it's with my hands, whether it's with my psyche, it's the fact that I can help someone raise their self-esteem. It's not for me to take you to that spiritual awakening, but it's for me to talk to you something that'll spark in you, that you see in me, that is like, damn, if they were able to do it, if they were able to come out the struggle, if they were able to come out the hood, should I say, not to break it down, just in general, then I'm able to do it too. I'm gonna get that courage. I'm gonna grab onto that rope, and I'm not gonna let it go. I'm lost in the ocean, but when that ship came by and I saw that tug, that rope, until you make it upstairs to the ship. Feel me? It's beautiful. Life is so beautiful. Life has so many blessings. Life is like sugar. Life is about learning, growing, and keeping on your grind. I never stop learning. I don't think I know it all. But what I know, I'm going to share it regardless. Because I'm a healer. I've healed myself to a point where I can speak my truth and help somebody heal from my point of view. Not from my point of view as like, my point of view is gonna help you heal, but that I've had, there was a purpose behind it. There was a real meaning behind it, which was now use those negative experiences that I put you through so that with the blessing of my Father gives me the right words and the right terms to use so I can deliver it to you so you can have that spiritual awakening and know that my Father zombie is real. That every struggle that you go through in life has a purpose. Like I always say, a diamond in the rough is a carbon. But in order for that carbon to become a diamond, has to go through what? The fire. Look. Yellow and brown. Palo santo. Palo like la cruz. Nos cuida arriba, nos cuida abajo, nos cuida a los dos lados. De los 4 puntos cardinales. Siempre sopla aires de conocimiento. Nena linda, en verdad. You got everything. You got everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really happy that you made it. Make it happen. I'm dying to make it happen. I know that everything there's gotta build trust. Okay, now I'm ready. Of course. Well, you have a great rest of the day, peeps. You already know. Keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on throwing those comments, smash that like button, and let's climb up because we don't recycle, we cycle, right? Got that sweet. And always believing that those ships are going to come in with blessings, with treasures that we all are worthy of. To the whole wide world. And you, especially.